Melbourne, I don't know if this happens in Perth actually, because I'm getting older now. I've only been in Perth for a year. There's these nightclubs where you drive past them and there's these massive queues out the front, people waiting to get in the nightclub. And you think, oh yeah, that's like the place to be. So you get dressed up and you go down to this nightclub and you queue up for an hour and a half and you get inside and there's no one in there. Right? You think, what the hell's up with this? Have you ever noticed that when you go to an Apple store, when an Apple releases a new product, how they always seem to sell out? Do you think that's literally because Apple are that unorganised that they don't have enough phones? So there's a thing online called social proof. And it's a bit like, I guess, I think of it like when I used to go on holiday and you want to find a restaurant for someone to eat and you like walk down the strip and there's this restaurant with like 2 or 3 people in it. And you think, oh yeah, that was pretty cool. And then you see this other restaurant with like 50 people, it's packed. And you just assume to yourself that one's got better food, but you don't really know. These days, that's happening online, because you've got, I don't know if they still call it Urban Spoon, but TripAdvisor and Google Reviews and all that kind of stuff. You don't need to go walk down the street anymore. And exactly the same thing's happening with your brand. You see all these sales coaches out there telling people that the first impression that you make when you meet somebody is more important than anything. The first 7 seconds when you meet them. Well, I hate to say it, but the first 7 seconds is not happening face-to-face. It's happening online. And so, has anybody Googled their name? Put your hand up if you've Googled your name before. Okay, no.
All the time.
See, I used to ask that question and no one put their hand up, but now a lot more people do. You have to be in control of your reputation online. It's so important. Because if somebody's Googling your name, it means that they are actually a little bit further down the customer journey than awareness. And you don't want to lose people when they're further down the customer journey. If somebody's considering buying from you, I had this cosmetic surgeon, I won't mention his name, but I had a client who was a cosmetic surgeon who misplaced a woman's nipple. I'm not joking, this is the language he used, misplaced, like put it in the wrong spot, right? So this woman went to town on him online, and he was not getting no business, because they'd come and they'd book him the surgery, and then just before they're about to have the operation, they'd Google his name. And they'd see all this stuff, and it completely ruined his business. We managed to help him out, but like, it's imperative. And what shows up number 1 in the search results when you Google someone's name generally?
Social media.
What's that?
Their social media.
Well, yeah, the negative stuff gets more traction on social media, absolutely. So you really need to be proactive. You may not have any problems at the moment, but you need to be proactive so that when they pop up, you're prepared for it, because negativity gets a lot of traction on social media. Very easy to get people to buy in because they've all got cortisol running around their head. So, social media sites, right, they've got more people on them, they've got more backlinks, they've got more content being updated all the time. So Google thinks they're the most relevant pieces of information. If you Google somebody's name, you're going to see their social media profiles on top. And so, like LinkedIn, like these sales managers or B2B business owners who have got LinkedIn profiles which are like neglected or are just a version of their CV, and they're literally showing up number 1 in the search results when people search for them. And they don't bother with it. They spend $50,000 on their website and they don't even look at their LinkedIn profile. They don't realise how much business they're losing because of that. Has anyone in the room, let's just test my theory, has anyone in the room ever bought anything of a salesperson because a salesperson gave you a copy of their CV? Me neither. I think actually it could be the most boring piece of content that you could give a prospect or a potential buyer. So if your LinkedIn profile looks like a CV and you're in sales or client-facing role, it really needs to be updated. It needs to be like a website, but your personal website. It needs to be written in customer-centric language. It's not about you anymore. It's about the customer. What's the problem that they're going to identify with? Because they're not going to identify with the solution. They knew what the solution was. They would have solved the fucking problem.